Hey everyone, Basic here, and Season 1 Plus just dropped on the servers. So I took a quick gander around and now I'll be showing you all the little things they added and changed in the new season. The first change is that there's only 4 starting regions now, which is Frostia, Burning Lands, Zoland, and Darrowland. The other zones are now locked behind a gate, as they were before, but you cannot get here until the gate opens. Darklings apparently have invaded the continent, and villages can now be occupied by alliances, granting them various bonuses like elixir capacity limit. There are also villages that increase hero experience gained, damage dealt to villages, and an increase in production instead of capacity. There's an increased amount of villages around the map now. There's a lot more than there used to be. They decreased the amount of behemoths on the map, and they have redesigned the map a bit. Because Mount Helios used to be a little bit more up, but now this zone is a lot smaller. There are 2 passes in the mountain range now that connects Burning Lands to Kaltia, which wasn't there before. There is now a level 4 pass that goes to Ataran, the center, and there's one of those leading from the Vola as well into Ataran. So the entire map has been redesigned. There's fewer behemoths, fewer passes, and the map size has been shrunk quite a bit because Mount Dreadfang was not this close to the northern borders. A whole new map, new opportunities. Now, as for the events, we have the Riches of the Forest event, where you can get select artifacts which would normally only appear with Port of Light event, like with the Infernal Flame when the server first starts. The Infernal Flame is the first one that you want to aim for with the Forge of Light event. Now you get the Riches of the Forests, and you'll be able to get them through here with a higher chance. Sadly, you can still roll for lesser desired artifacts. And there's no wishing with this, which is a shame. But every so now and then, I think every 24 hours, you get 1 draw for half price, which really isn't that big of a deal. But it's pretty nifty that you can get these through this event, even though the event only lasts for 3 days after your server gets to Season 1 Plus. There's this interesting event called the Wheel of Destiny, which is very similar to the Lucky Spin event. At first I thought they replaced Lucky Spin event for this because this will make them more money, but it seems more like this is a wheel for when the server migrates to Season 1 Plus as an extra reward. Now, you only have a 1% chance on getting each of these, but once you have all of them, you will get all of the extra rewards. So you can get 20 Season 2 custom tokens, 12 times 500,000 wood, etc. That's what these numbers indicate. But if you get, for example, you roll 30 times and you get all of the heroes, then you get all the remaining prices in the pool. So that's pretty cool, depending on how lucky you are. Now, the only way to get these tickets is there's 10 for 50% off, which is nice, 10 regular, but then you're forced to buy this pack, and this is kind of a shame, but they need to make money somehow, right? So you only get 4 tickets for about €5 or $5 or so. So save up money for when your server goes to Season 1 Plus. Now, I have not played on this account. I made it brand new before the server opened. So I'm not sure if the first purchase gift will return because of it. But there is the purchase payback. Like, you remember when you join the server, it has Karata's Rat as a reward. Here you get 10 universal artifact keys, which I really like. Then we get 20 gold keys. Then we get Lucius Horn, which to me seems to be more of use because it spawns a resource node, which I like. And you can also see that you can increase star level and you get less damage taken and more damage dealt. More into that in a bit. And then at the end you get 10 custom tokens. So this is quite a nice bonus. Feels a lot better than when you start in the server originally with the whole Karatas Rat. There's the Blaze of Glory bundle, which replaces the other bundle that used to be here, which was the Shimmers of Glory or something. I don't recall correctly. So there's a new little bundle that replaces that one. There's no new great value bundles besides the Joy of Destiny wheel. In the daily deals, they added Garwood, Bakshi, and Teia once the server updated to 1.5. The monthly pack stays the same. The growth fund stays the same. And a interesting thing is you get first purchase reward where you get double the amount of what you're paying for. This gets refreshed. So when you buy it once, it's gone. Your first purchase is gone. But then with the new season, you get the first purchase bonus again. So that's pretty nifty. A lot of games do that. Now, to continue, we have the Dragon Trail race. Now, this is something they added, I think, from server 106 is what I noticed when they added this. All the prior servers did not have this event, which is a race on whoever gets to the stage of 55 of Dragon Trail gets rewards. So it's a little race, and then the time it took them to get there. Then there is time to act, which is speed ups. Heeding the call, this is the same one as original. Depending on the amount of members, everyone gets rewards. The behemoths are in the same order, except for the dragon unlocks apparently before the magma daemons, which can also be seen in the Augur Stone. There's a great revival, so there's no cooldown on relocation. This is really cool. I hope they add this to new servers as well. There is the recovery speed, which was always there, and the alliance building speed. But now we have the no relocation cooldown, which is cool. Strongest Lord. So the first 2 months you will get Emrys on a Season 1 server, and then it gets replaced with Teia after 2 months. And then now in Season 1 Plus, we've got Syndrion. And boy, are these two new heroes they added quite a spectacle to behold, which we'll look at now. So Syndrion is the new Marksman Rally Precision. Those talent trees, very good trees. And he gains Rapid Fire with Keen, increasing their attack by 20% and launching an additional normal attack every second for 3 seconds. This can be upgraded to 7 seconds. This is completely crazy because you attack twice for the same duration as attacking for 1. It's crazy. You'll just be dealing double damage. This is broken. Excuse me. Then when they besiege a city or a stronghold, Syndrion's legions gain extra attack and ignore a percentage of the enemy's defense. This is great. Defense penetration is very strong, and this is natural. Then Feather Strike. He increases the crit rate bonus by 10%. Wait. Oh, crit rate. Okay, never mind. Sorry. I was thinking it was damage instead. And Marksman HP bonus. Then for the first second of a battle, Syndrion gains Rapid Fire and launches an extra attack every time they launch a normal attack. 1 second after the battle begins, Syndrion's legions gain 10% attack, lasting until the battle ends. So this can have a duration of 3, meaning he shoots 1 extra with this, he shoots his default attack 1, and then he shoots 1 extra with this. It seems kind of crazy because things usually don't stack like this because this is rapid fire and this is rapid fire, so these things shouldn't stack. But why else would it do this? So maybe he can attack 3 times, 3 normal attacks in 1 second, which will be incredibly destructive. And every time he lands 5 critical hits from normal attacks, he will deal an additional hero damage to the target legion of 400, which is a nice little extra. Now, he's paired very well with Freygar, because Freygar here, she increases the crit rate of normal attack by 60%. Fully upgraded, it lasts for 7 seconds, which is great, I guess, because Syndrion, his rage skill is also 7 seconds of duration for rapid fire and everything else. So they're made for one another. They increase normal attack damage bonus and bonus defense. They give 20% more physical attack bonus and more crit damage bonus. Falconeer Charge gives, whenever they launch a normal attack, they have a 20% chance to gain haste, increasing their march speed and reducing the target's legion's rage accumulation speed. This is huge. Being able to reduce the opponent's rage accumulation speed, that's really overpowered. It's better than the silence in the control tree, I would say, from my personal opinion. Now, the march speed bonus is really interesting because she's a mobility character. Now, the only thing I dislike about her is that she doesn't have precision. If Marksman was replaced with precision, it would have been so much better. But we got Syndrion for this. He has precision. And Kinara would also be great with either of them because normal attack damage bonus, attack bonus 30%, counterattack damage, march speed reduction 20%. So she would be great with Freygar, or Freygar would be great with Syndrion. But the issue with Syndrion is how you obtain him, because you can only get him from the strongest lord. So this is like a whale exclusive hero. Like, you cannot get his shards anywhere else except from strongest lord, which really concerns me in the whole pay to win department, because combining him with Freygar is going to be so utterly broken. Now, her ultimate, the only thing that really changes is the physical damage dealt to the target legion from her skill. It only goes up by 200, so this is not a significant increase. But yes, the synergy between these two is incredible, and if you're a low spender, mid spender, you're more likely going to end up with Kinara being the lead and Freygar as the deputy. But what Freygar offers with this 30% march speed bonus that they can get is kiting, running away, keeping up. She has a mobility tree, so the biggest issue has always been archers being outranged, and it's harder to kite mages. Now, the interesting thing about Freygar that sets her apart from all the other archers is that her skill is very far range. So she has the same range with her rage skill as mages do, so it's really hard to escape her. So she's really good at harassing, like, reinforcing legions that are trying to make it to the front line. So she can go into the back line and wreak some havoc. She's only here in Season 1 Plus. I have not seen her being added to Season 1, because it says Season 2 right here, so she's not going to be added in Season 1, which I'm relieved for, honestly, because this is a bit too much for me to deal with, and I think for most people. But yes, I'm very concerned about the pay-to-win element there. Before I forget, because I almost just did, Freygar is part of the Lucky Spin event. I'm not sure if she's going to be the first hero in the first spin event, because there's no spin event going on right now, because we have the Wheel of Destiny going on. But that's the only way for you to get her, besides the Wheel of Destiny. Now, because the Wheel of Destiny is a thing, Syndrion is on here, so if you're going to unlock Syndrion, this is the way to do it. Because I don't have Syndrion on here, nor do I intend to, but it would be a real shame if the developers intended that you cannot get Syndrion with Universal Season 2 tokens. Because you should. Because every hero you can get with seasonal tokens, except for Lilia and for Hosk. Because they are exclusive to Honor. So you can only get them through chests. So I really hope, but this is something I will find out a month or two from now when the server I'm actively playing in will go to Season 1+, that you can use custom tokens on him. And if that is the case, then you should really save up for the Wheel of Destiny if you're a lower spender. Because getting that Syndrion unlocked, then you can just keep getting his tokens from VIP over time and build them up. Because otherwise you will never, ever be able to get him. So this Wheel of Destiny is going to be extremely important when you want to unlock him. Now, besides that, I'm going to quickly go over my notes. This video is already getting longer than I wanted it to be. The biggest change that they have done is the map and the villages. Oh yes, the new star system. So purple heroes can get 5 stars now, which will give them 3% attack resistance, which gives them 3% less damage taken from all attacks. And legendary heroes get 6 stars. It gives 5% attack resistance and 5 defense penetration. Very, very strong. Now, I'm not sure how many medals you will need to fully start them up, but I'm sure it's quite a lot because the 4th one already takes oh so many. Now, the Dragon Trials stayed the same. Nothing has changed here. In this is still the rewards from here, and it still goes up to level 80. Then we have the villages and the map change. Ah yes, the Augur Stone is a little bit different now too. So you will start unlocking the merit shop at the rock face a lot earlier than normal. And there are these rewards where you can increase the amount of villages you can occupy. And how the villages work, I did not go into in depth into this, but other people can invade these villages as well, and you can fight each other over it to get the space of the village for yourself so you can get the buff. So it's going to be a gigantic fight with everyone in your region about controlling all the villages and sending raiding parties and everything, rather than focusing on behemoths. Like, behemoths will still be key and important to focus on, but it's mostly just going to be about the villages. They changed the buffs of behemoths, like the bear gives 5% peacekeeping damage instead of build speed and research speed, and he gives 3% train speed. I'm not sure if there's a third buff like there used to be. Oh, overall gathering speed is still the same. But yeah, some of the buffs that these behemoths give have been changed. Now, I think that's just about it about Season 1+, about everything that I was able to find. I've gone through all my notes, so I think that's it for the video. But yes, really exciting times for when this comes to my server. Just make sure to save up for the Wheel of Destiny, and you might also just want to be saving up for the Riches of the Forest. The only issue with Riches of the Forest is the same issue that you have with the Forge of Light event, where the pity system is gone. So you want to make sure you have plenty of money to draw, and the moment you get a legendary, that is when you just want to call it quits, unless you have more money to spend. Because once you hit that legendary, the pity resets back to 0. And I did not get it, but you have the special books as well with season rewards that you get, these compendiums. I did not get access to them because, again, this is like a brand new character and they were not City Hall level 16. But these ones will also be here together with these other, with the Riches of the Forest and the Wheel of Destiny. So you really want to save up your monthly spending budget for when the new season starts. But out of all of them, the priority that I would go in personally is I would first get the season compendium, which you can only draw 20 times from, but you are guaranteed 1 legendary every 10 draws. You can get more per 10 draws. It's all RNG, but you're guaranteed 1 every 10 draws, so 2. So that is huge. Then I would say focus. It's personal preference, but I would personally focus on Wheel of Destiny first because of Syndrion. Because he's not a VIP exclusive, so the custom tokens that you will be getting in Season 2 should be able to be spent on him, and you should be able to get him through the VIP store, the VIP daily reward thing, I mean. And Riches of the Forest comes third for me personally for spending, because as overpowered as these are, because Rattle Spear is the signature one for Kunara, Spring Blades is the signature for Emrys, and Infernal Flame is the signature for Lilia. Dragon Scale is a very strong item in itself too. It's just a shame that the pity will be gone. And the probability is the same as it always has been with the regular one, except you have the chance of getting these amazing artifacts. So this one seems to be, for me personally, the last one I would want to spend my money on, because I know that if I do the Wheel of Destiny, I will get Freygar and Syndrion and all of this other stuff, while with the Riches of the Forest, you can roll, but you can still roll Karatas Rat, you can still roll Lucia's Horn, and these other ones that are not as good. And that is a risk that I do not like taking, but the potential here is really juicy. But yes, that's everything for Season 1+. I hope this video has been informative and will prepare you for the next season. Thank you all for watching and have a lovely day. Bye-bye.